Hey guys, my name is Mary Ward and I'm going to be teaching this class this summer. It's kind of a rainy May day right now, but I usually like to make a video for you guys just to introduce myself and to kind of go over the syllabus with you guys. Some people like to watch the videos, um, so we'll go over this. This is a 3-credit class. My name is Mary Ward, like I said earlier. This is my phone number. You can text me. That's the fastest way to get a hold of me. When you text me, just make sure that you include your first name so that I kind of know who's texting me, obviously. You can also email me at my edu address, but texting is definitely the fastest way to get a hold of me, especially during the summer months. I want to quickly say, I did make an announcement about this earlier, but also just remember this is a 5-week class, so we're taking about 15, 16-week class and condensing it down to 5 weeks. So, I mean, we're going to be covering around 3 to 4 chapters a week. Mostly 3, but there is a week in there where we do 4 chapters. And so that's quite a bit of reading. That's quite a bit of time spent reading. And I would say each chapter is at least an hour of reading, if not more. So think about that, plus the time it takes to do the projects and the assignments. You're looking at least probably an hour every day, or a couple hours, or however you want to kind of do that, but at least I'd say 7 hours a week, at least for most people, maybe a little bit more, give or take, considering one of the weeks is only 2 chapters, so but around 3 chapters a week average. So just a reminder that this is a fast-paced course, and so if you are concerned about that, if you don't think you have the time, then I would suggest dropping the class now. You can still get a full refund if you do that quickly within the first day or 2 of the class starting. You can get a full refund. So not trying to encourage people to drop, but I also want to just warn students that this is a fast-paced class and they need to be willing and ready to spend quite a bit of time on it over the next 5 weeks. That being said, it's nice that you get 3 credits in 5 weeks. It's fast, but it's, you can enjoy the rest of your summer. So it does have its pros and cons. Okay, let's move on to the course description. Global visual culture will be a journey into the concepts, processes, techniques, and media used by artists of the past and of today. We'll be discussing art from around the globe to better understand how it shapes culture. You'll gain an understanding of visual language, and you'll be able to identify and discuss the geographical and historical context of a variety of art objects. And you'll also learn the process of written critique of art objects. We will be writing about art objects. You will become more proficient in identifying the elements of art and the principles of design used in the artistic production process. And you'll be able to learn to identify, understand, critique, and appreciate art from different time periods and geographic locations. So course materials. A notebook is a great idea to take notes from the chapter and from the lecture videos. Lecture videos will be available for most, if not all, chapters. Required is the Preble's Art Form 12th edition by Patrick Frank. This is what the cover looks like. Sometimes it helps to have a picture of that. Publisher is Pearson. Print ISBN number is right here. E-text ISBN number. Just remember this is a 12th edition. It was copyright years 2019. You can get this anywhere, Amazon, eBay, Chegg, at the MSU Northern Bookstore in Havre. If you live in Havre, you can do that. But most students, I think, get the e-text. But you can get whatever works for you. Just make sure you get the 12th edition. I have had other students use like the 11th edition, and they've gotten by just fine. But I do suggest the 12th, just so that you have exactly the same book as what I base this course on. Weekly chapter quizzes, 30%, so those are worth quite a bit. That's where the reading and the lecture videos comes into play. The exercises, assignments, discussions, mini projects, that's 40%. That's the largest chunk of the grade. Project number 1, project number 2 are both worth 15% of your overall grade. So you want to get those done. You don't want to miss getting that turned in, and you want to try and do obviously a good job on it too, because it is worth just one project, worth 15% of your grade. So project number 1, you get to visit an art gallery or either an artist's studio. It's up to you which one you choose. There's a couple of options there for project number 1. Project number 2 is the public art project. It's where you write about a public art piece that's in your community, such as a statue or a fountain, or so that's kind of a fun one to learn about, where you guys live and what is available as far as public art in your area. So week 1, we're going to talk about how this is kind of how I split up the weeks. I split them up into 2 chunks. The first chunk is a little bit shorter of a time period than the second chunk. So the first chunk is usually just Monday through Wednesday, and then the second is Thursday through Sunday. So the second is definitely a longer time frame. So usually we cover 1 chapter in the first module of the week, and then in module number 2 we'll do around 2 chapters. So week 1 is 3 chapters, week 2 is 3 chapters plus project number 1 will be due. Week 3 is 4 chapters, so that's that 4 chapter week. Week 4, 2 chapters plus project number 2 is due. Week 5 is another 3 chapter week. So I think we cover around 14 or 15. I can't remember if it's 14 or 15 chapters, which is pretty similar to what we do in the 16-week course during the spring semester. So we do cover pretty much the same amount, just a lot faster. So letter grades are assigned as follows. Pretty basic stuff. Just remember, D's are not passing as far as if this is something that's required for your major or minor, you need to get a C or above. I like to remind students of that because some students don't know that. So student responsibilities, we'll go over that. Here's an important one. Check Brightspace daily. Read the announcements, read through the tasks in the modules. So the week 1 through week 5, you need to go in there. That's found in the content area of this course. You need to complete those chapter readings every week. Take your chapter quizzes every week on time. Complete any additional assignments as outlined in a timely manner. Remember that you have those 2 major projects in this class that you'll kind of be working on continuously throughout the semester until they are actually due. And you don't want to fall behind, especially in this class, because it is such a fast pace and it's extremely difficult to catch up once you've fallen behind. Especially, like I said, this is a 5-week course and a very condensed time frame. There's still a lot of things that we cover, so it's just fast paced and you need to keep up. If you do fall behind just a little bit, make sure immediately to get back on track as quickly as you possibly can. Make sure you take reading seriously. Make sure you try to watch those lecture videos. You don't have to watch them the whole time, but definitely make sure to glance at the slide that I'm discussing in the lecture videos so that you can kind of remember what that artwork looks like, so you know what I'm talking about in the lecture video. And the lecture videos really help a lot of students that have reading comprehension issues, and even those that don't can benefit from it because it does help to kind of solidify the reading a little bit more. Also, if you have questions, let me know. If you have concerns, if you notice something in Brightspace that isn't quite working, please text me and let me know, because I sometimes make mistakes and I need a student to come and tell me, hey, this isn't working, can you please fix it? And I will fix it right away, typically within an hour or 2. So I always appreciate it when students get a hold of me and let me know if something's not working. Texting is definitely the fastest way, like I said, to get a hold of me during the summer months. So if you need to get a hold of me, do that. Also, late work, it is accepted, but it will automatically be cut down a letter grade for being tardy. And then the second week, so the first week, 1 letter grade, the second week, another letter grade, and then after 14 days, I will no longer accept late work. So just remember, it's really nice for me to get everything on time so that I can grade everything at once without having to track down missing work. If you are missing things and you're still within that 14-day period, a lot of times I'll email you and remind you, hey, you're missing this, like you still have time, get it in please, that kind of thing. Attendance, obviously this is online, so that doesn't really, doesn't affect this course. Office hours. I don't have office hours for this course, but I am more than willing to meet with you in any format that you wish. If you just want to email me back and forth, or Zoom, or if you live in Havre and you want to meet me in person in my office, that works. You can text and email me to set up a time to do that. We can also talk on the phone. I actually talked to quite a few online students on the phone. If we discuss specific things, specific concerns, and so that's a good thing too. Is just to talk on the phone. So we usually text to set that up first. So just calling me out of the blue, I might not answer because I don't know who's calling me. But if you text me first and then set up that call, I can quickly, talk to you on the phone, no problem. So this is the Academic Integrity and Misconduct Code. You might want to read through that on your own time. The accessibility statement. Jonna Antonich, she is the person to talk to if you have any kind of disability or special needs. She can help you set up, specific things such as, longer test time, things like that with me. So get a hold of her if you need to. Tutoring Central, they're great for help with math, mostly writing, but there is writing in this course, so you might need help with that. Brightspace technical support, Jason and Brittany are very helpful. Also, sometimes, just want a quick disclaimer, sometimes things change a little bit from the syllabus, and so I have this disclaimer that I reserve the right to make modifications to the course throughout the semester if I deem it necessary. So I hope we have a good time in this class. I think it's a very interesting class. I think that there's some really cool stuff that we cover, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know you guys. Even though it is an online format, throughout the years I've learned that I still kind of get to know my students, even though it's kind of an online format. Especially some of you that are a little bit more vocal. Some of you end up texting me and stuff like that. But anyway, I look forward to working with you all this summer semester, and yeah, we'll talk later. Bye.